All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Chachodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings, Shalom, unto the elect. I want to go into a lesson today, pretty much establishing how you can basically gain a better understanding of Daniel chapter 7, verse 7, where it says that it was speaking on the fourth beast and how it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. All right, you can get a better understanding of that once you understand Romans 13:11 concerning Romans 13:11 concerning the lamb with two horns, man, which Apostle Tahar had recently had put it out there to go into, and Apostle Gabar followed up with a beautiful lesson as well, going into that verse, man. Okay, showing you that explaining what Romans 13:11 was talking about, man, and that's pretty much what it inspired me to do this real quick lesson, and just link up Daniel chapter 7 verse 7 with Revelation 13:11 to show how they prove each other to be correct as far as the understanding, man. Okay, and just want to touch in on a little brief history in this article to show the government structure that was set up in Rome after the Etruscan rule was overthrew. Okay, so Lord willing, there'll be some edification in this video. With that, I want to first grab Daniel chapter 7 and verse 7. It says, "After this I saw the night in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it." And this is going into the Roman Empire, man. All right. Now, Apostle Hart just did a video going into the significance of iron in this scripture, and basically representing, first of all, that this metal was stronger than when you go into was that Daniel chapter 2, where it goes into the different metals. One quick second. Yeah. Starting around verse 20, just going into the different kingdoms. But iron ended up being one of the strongest metal over silver, brass, and gold, man, showing you the strength of the military power and the fact that they actually did use a lot of iron in their weaponry for the military, in their army, man. Okay, but I want to keep reading on to get to the point of this verse of why I'm doing this lesson. Okay, it says, "And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns." So how was it diverse from the beasts that were before it? Because of the government structure that was set up, man. All right, most the kingdoms before it, starting with the Babylonian Empire, Medo-Persian Empire, and the Grecian Empire, all right, were mostly monarchies. Well, the Babylonian Empire was more so bureaucracy. Okay, you had one set leader, but you had pretty much like state officials who were more into, well, basically would handle most of the more important decisions in the kingdom, man. Okay, but you still had one ruler, and then the Medo-Persian Empire, and the Greek Empire were pretty much absolute monarchies, man. All right, to where you had one set everything was dictated through one ruler, man. Okay, yes, he had councils and other things of that nature, but the final decision will come down from that monarchy, man. All right, which would be in the form of some type of emperor, head ruler, or king, man. Okay, but when the Roman Empire came into power, all right, and basically not the Holy Roman Empire. That's why you want to get into to better understand and look up the Roman Republic, which you see on the screen. Okay, but when you see that, to understand the diversity, how it was diverse from the other beasts, you can jump right here to Revelation 13:11, which the apostles have been going into, and when you get the understanding of it, you see that that's how it was diverse from the other kingdoms, man. All right. But this is Revelation 13:11. "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and those two horns represent what I'm gonna go into in this article, the patricians and the plebeians, man. Okay, all right, and that set the stage for what you see today here in America, man. All right, being the patricians being the more upper class, so to speak, the more wealthy, would represent the Republicans, and then the plebeians would what you would see today as the Democrats, man. All right. So I'm gonna read that one more time to get into this article. It says Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Man, all right. And I'm not gonna get into the draconian law. I just want to focus on the two horns, which represented the two forms of council that they had set up in the Roman Republic, man. All right, which were the plebeians and the patricians. Okay. So I want to get into this article, which you can, this is off of ushistory.org, and going into the ancient Roman Empire. It's 6A, the Roman Empire. The Romans established a form of government, a republic, that was copied by countries for centuries. In fact, the government of the United States is based partly on Rome's model, showing you right, and that follows up with the continuing on in Revelation chapter 13, man. We was at about verse 14, where it talked about being wounded but did live. All right, because this is a revised Roman Empire all over again. Okay, but I'm gonna read on. It says it began when the Romans overthrew their Etruscan conquerors in 509 BCE, centered north of Rome. The Etruscans had ruled over Rome for hundreds of years. Once free, the Romans established a republic, a government in which citizens elected representatives to rule on their behalf. A republic is quite different from a democracy, in which every citizen is expected to play an active role in governing the state. And the reason being because pretty much who was qualified to be a citizen in the time of the Roman Republic. It wasn't everybody wasn't considered a citizen as you see today here in America, man. All right, to start off mainly, well, I'll read the definition. Just going into who was considered a citizen. Okay, and when you go into this whole political structure, this government structure of the Roman Empire at this time, you see that it was completely different and diverse from the other kingdoms before it, man. All right, starting with the Babylonian, Medo-Persian Empire, and the Greek Empire, man. But this is under citizen. It says the Roman concept of a citizen evolved during the Roman Republic and changed significantly. The Roman concept of the citizen evolved during the Roman Republic and changed significantly during the later Roman Empire. After the Romans freed themselves from the Etruscans, they established a republic, and all males over 15 who were descended from the original tribes of Rome became citizens. This devil, man. It said, reading on, it says, citizens of Rome distinguished themselves from slaves and other non-citizens by wearing a toga. Now, I'm not going to go into it. I just want to just pinpoint on that everybody wasn't able to be considered a citizen at that time. All right, to vote in members of the council who had the power in that Roman Republic. Okay, but here go I say the meat and potatoes, so to speak, in this article. This is it says the aristocracy, wealthy class, dominated the early Roman Republic. In Roman society, the aristocrats were known as patricians, the highest positions in the government, which held by two councils or leaders who ruled the Roman Republic. A senate composed of patricians elected these councils. At this time, lower class citizens or plebeians who virtually had no say in the government. Both men and women were citizens in the Roman Republic, but only men could vote. Tradition dictated that patricians and plebeians should be strictly separated. Marriage between the two classes was prohibited. And I'm gonna stop right there. I just wanted to get into the point that the whole structure of the Roman Republic was set up with it started off, the patricians were mainly had most of the power because of their wealth, but eventually the plebeians had gained traction, or say power as well, and those were the two councils that ran the Roman Republic, man. All right, which separated that power structure from the kingdoms before it, being the Babylonian, Medo-Persia, and Greek Empire, man. Okay, so Lord willing, there was some edification from this video. Like I said, I didn't want to keep this too long. Just wanted to hit some key points dealing with this. Once again, this Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, and I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chachorash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.